Executive condominiums were originally created for the sandwich class, but with the latest EC changes, I think we need to stop and ask, are they still serving the same audience today? ECs were meant to bridge the gap between public and private housing. In simple terms, it is meant for Singaporeans who earn too much for HDB subsidies or overqualify for BTO, but still find private condos a stretch. And back then, it made a lot of sense. EC prices used to transact around 700 per square foot. A typical 1,000 square feet unit would be in the 700,000 range. Today, we are seeing transactions crossing 1,800 per square foot. A typical 1,000 square feet unit would result in a quota of $1.8 million. That is a huge jump. And now, the government has introduced 5 major EC changes for all EC GLS sites, with tender closing on or after 8 May 2026. First, the minimum occupation period has doubled from 5 years to 10 years. Essentially, you are required to hold for a longer period of time before you can sell or rent out the entire unit. Second, the fully privatized period has been increased from 10 years to 15 years. Only after that can you sell to foreigners, and the 60% ABSD will still apply. Third, 90% of the EC allocation is now reserved for first-time buyers, up from the previous 70%. This means that first-timers will have a higher chance of securing a unit, and competition for second-timers to secure a unit will be more intense. Fourth, the priority period for first-timers is increased significantly from 1 month to a substantial 2 years. Clearly, the intention is to prioritize first-time homeowners. Fifth, and this is a big one, the Deferred Payment Scheme has been removed. Now, why is this significant? Because HDB upgraders will need to service both the EC progressive payment and their existing HDB mortgage at the same time. Those without sufficient cash flow could be forced into a difficult position, having to sell their HDB first, arranging temporary accommodation, and potentially moving twice, once out of their HDB and again into the EC upon key collection. But now, let's talk about the bigger irony. Even before these latest changes, buying an EC was already challenging due to MSR, mortgage servicing ratio. With a household income ceiling of 16,000, only 30% can be used for mortgage servicing. Assuming full eligibility and a 30-year tenure, the maximum loan is roughly around $1 million. But today's EC prices range from $1.7 million to even $2.5 million, depending on unit type, meaning buyers still need a significant amount of cash and CPF outlay of about $700,000 to $1 million. In contrast, the same buyer profile in the private market can typically borrow up to $1.8 million. So with a lesser down payment of about $600,000, they could afford properties up to roughly $2.4 million, significantly widening their options compared to ECs, where the affordability is more constrained. Referring to this article, from 2021 to 2025, among all the EC transactions, 75% were sold within 5 years after their MOP, up from the previous 45% over the preceding 5-year period, resulting in what is known as a windfall effect. What? With many making $500,000 or more.